Today is the 7th of November and we are almost at the end of the autumn, and I thought I'd quickly do some little projects for you before the leaves fall. I know that there are evergreen trees, but look at these maples. These are all about to turn red and then the leaves will fall. We are going to do some projects which relate to our website which has the products for sale. Although this is not meant to be a commercial, everyone else will learn from it. Those who live in the UK and the EU can order them. But I'm going to do several what we call DIY, do-it-yourself projects. So I'm going to do some maple forests, dawn redwood forests, and then I'm going to do these young plants which can be turned into bonsai, and we are going to market the kit forms. So let us begin first with making the forest groups. As I've always told you, the forests are really the simplest thing to make. It is, to use a simple analogy, like flower arranging. You arrange a bunch of flowers and it will look nice. Same with the forests. So what we're going to provide in that kit is a forest of 5 trees, 7 trees, and 9 trees. We have these lovely plastic oval pots because with the forest, the oval pots are very, very suitable. So it will come with an oval pot, this first size, and with some pieces of wire to tie the trees in. So all you have to do is arrange it and you have a ready-made forest. So there's no excuse for not knowing how to do it because you can watch this video to do it. So let's begin with the 5 tree group. Now may I remind you that the dawn redwood is a deciduous species. So you can see that they're already turning this lovely golden yellow color or orange color. And once they turn golden, the leaves will drop and fall. So when we supply the kits, we will supply you with either 5, 7, or 9 trees. So 5 trees you may think is a lot, but believe you me, they will certainly fit into the space. And all you have to do is, first of all, trim some of these long shoots because you don't want long branches in a forest. And as it grows, you can adjust it to the height you want. Even this seems rather tall. You don't have to have it that tall. And arrange the entire group in a conical shape. That means the tallest one's in the middle and then shorter ones at the side. So there you are. You have the 5 trees. Put the largest one. We will send you a selection of large and small. So don't expect them all to be big because that wouldn't be really conducive to making a balanced looking forest. So we'll give you a mixture of enough of different sizes. So there you are, 5 trees. You don't need any extra soil because the same soil that you find in these little pots can be used straight in that. So there you are. That didn't even take 1 minute. And the wires that have gone through the pot, I will wrap it around the trees so that the trees don't fall out or escape. And if you like, you can dress it up with a bit of moss that you scrape off the ground. And it will look very nice. So that is the 5 tree forest. So that would come with the smallest size bonsai pot. Then if you want to make a 7 tree forest, we will use the middle size. The big size you can get 11 or 13 trees, but you don't need that many. So let's pick out 7 trees. I will just get some trees of other sizes. Stay there. I have a lot of people say to me that they love the forest for the simple reason that they look so natural. I've always maintained that even at these big flower shows like the Chelsea Flower Show, where you sometimes show these 100 and 200-year-old trees, but people relate more to the forest made with young trees rather than these great, big, massive old specimens. These old specimens have their place, but the forests have that special appeal. Certain species are very suitable. You can, in fact, make forests out of anything. You can use lots of oak trees, beech trees, but the kits we are offering here are the dawn redwood. So we will do 7 trees. I'm not going to make it a final thing. I will just show you. Okay, you can do this also as you place the trees. You can trim the branches close so that you don't get it that tall. I think that's a bit excessive, the height. So that's the first one. Then the second one, again, shorten the branches. You don't need the branches long. Also, when the forest is growing, you should shorten the branches. Otherwise, it becomes a mass and tangle of branches, and the beauty of the forest can be lost. You see how beautiful those long branches are. But sadly, we don't need them that long. So keep it short. And I always say, the more you cut, the more ramification you get. And ramification simply means you get a lot of buds growing, which will give density to the branch structure. So that is number 4 tree. We've got 4, we can get 3 more. It's always important or nicer to have different size trees. So, as I said, you will get a mixture of thick and thin ones. So 2, 4, 5, 2 more to make 7. That's a nice short one just for contrast. 6, 7. And for those who want to be mavericks, you don't have to follow the odd and even principle. You can use, I reckon, 6, you get away with it. You can use 8, it doesn't matter. So you can see how easily we can fit 7 trees in. And I haven't even teased the root ball. If I tease the root balls even more, I can get 11 trees in. But because we are selling these as ready-made kits with a certain number of trees. So this is your 9 trees, and we don't need to supply you soil because there's enough soil there. And all you have to do is tie it in. So that's a 9 tree group. So that's the second. So you're going to get an offer of kits of either 5, 7, or 9 trees like that. How easy is that? But also, as you order during the winter, these trees will shed their leaves. So if you get them without the leaves, please don't think I'm supplying you dead trees, because these are deciduous trees. And in a couple of weeks' time, all the leaves will have fallen. But by February or March, you will get a whole crop of new leaves. So this is how we've done. Simple. We have shown you how to make simple forests with dawn redwood. Now let's move on to something else. Now let's move on to these maples. Look at these beautiful maples. These trees are contract grown. They're grown for us, and apparently they're only like 3 years old. And although they're 3 years old, look at them. Some of them are 5 feet long, 4'6". I measured one which was 5 foot. See, that is 5'6". So if you grow your maples well, these are grown from seed, you can get 6-foot tree in 2 or 3 years. And this tree has grown 3 feet or more in 1 year. Of course, these are grown in a greenhouse, and they are very vigorous because of that, and they're fed heavily. But look at the beautiful maples. Look at them. We sell these maples separately, but you can use these for making forests. So we can again supply you 5 trees, 7 trees, or 9 trees. Again, if I will show you what we do with these. So you'll get these maples with the very long shoots, but if you're making a forest, you don't need them that long. You may think it's sacrilege, but see what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut all that off. Extra 2-3 feet going to be cut off. You don't need it. So we need them short, and in fact they can be even shorter than this. So let us make another forest group, and I will revert now to the middle-sized tray. The principles are the same. The kit you will get, depending on the number of trees, different size pots. So let us begin with the 5 tree group. So again, take the trees out of the pot. Of course, if you do it in the autumn and right through into the winter, you can cut some of the roots or tease it so that you can get them growing close to each other. But if you didn't want to and want to space it quite widely apart, you don't have to tease the roots at all. Just put them in the tray. So this is what you get with 5 trees. So again, my tip is to cut the branches short. You don't want them that long. And arrange them in a conical shape. Now, don't be disappointed if you end up with just sticks like this, because come the spring, you'll get lots of new side shoots, and they will become very nice. So this is a 5-tree maple forest. Can you imagine it when in color, and all the autumn colors especially? It will be really beautiful. Look at this little robin, really loving it. So that's 5 trees, and then we can put a few more to make 7 trees. Now 7 trees, you can put it there. And this is only the middle-sized plastic pot. We have so many sizes of oval plastic pots now, and you can buy the bigger mica pots, and with the mica pot you can get maybe even 20, 30 trees in them. That some of them are so big. So that is 2, 4, 3, that's 7 trees. And I still got room. I haven't teased any of the root ball. Now let me get another 2. So when we supply these kits, we're going to supply you with trees of different sizes. As I say, you shouldn't be greedy. Look at this. I'm cutting all that off. I'm cutting 2 or more feet off because I want a contrast with different size trees. It wouldn't look so interesting if they were all the same size. So some large trees and some small trees, like this tall tree, look at it. Look at all that lovely growth. I don't need it. I'm going to cut all that off just to get a shorter tree. So this is 3, 6, 9 trees.